Hiya, slag.
Hiya.
How are you today?
I'm all right, my pet.
Oh, that's
my
good,
love.
isn't it?
My love. Do you know what I wanted to say?
Pride Month is over.
Pride Month is over, but that's not what I wanted to say. I want to talk about, I'm having a really bad hair day, I feel.
Oh, bitch, you want to talk about bad hair day? You want to talk about bad hair day? How about the mop that's on my head?
No, I
think
feel
I'm
like...
nobody cares about you. I think I am the only person in the world who has the opposite of a receding hairline. You know, I find new hairs at the front of my forehead every single time I get in drag. And I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to start shaving my forehead. It just keeps growing and growing. And I thought I'd grow my hair out and I look like a mop.
Are you ready to change it up now,
I think I'm going to cut it short. I can't do the long hair.
Do it. I think same style, but short. Maybe even today.
I think I've just given up.
Yeah. Do you know what it's giving? What our hair's giving today?
Up.
No. It's
up.
giving... Well, they'll get what they get.
Yeah. Your hair isn't on point today
No,
either, is it?
But you know what?
Mercury's
in retrograde.
Mercury
and
retrograde.
the full strawberry moon of the ancestors.
Yeah.
But like, they're going to get what they're going to get. I'm giving full-on British white drag queen. You get what you get.
I'll do a little number.
Oh, get what they get.
I'll do a number and they'll get what they get. Do you know, we have so many listeners in like India, Pakistan, Brazil. They probably don't know what we're talking about, but they're just happy for the representation. Could you imagine what will happen when somebody slightly better than us comes along?
Oh, there's plenty out there.
It's over for us.
Do you know what?
No, there's not.
No, we are giving.
No, most people are awful.
So we are giving the representation to the Brazilians.
Yeah. Could you imagine if something slightly better came along? You and I are done.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what?
Yeah, but I feel like we speak our minds.
Yeah.
Or you mean if another person starts speaking their mind?
But like if another person gave them exactly what they needed.
Like what is what they need?
Like good things.
Say their name.
Shut up.
You little... Say their name.
Also, I feel like we're a bit too mean to white drag queens in the UK.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really nice ones. There's a lot. Actually, I've constantly said that.
Okay.
There's a lot of great ones.
Tell me some drag queens from the UK that are white that you really like. So tell me white drag queens from the UK that you really like.
I can't think of any. Okay, I can think of one.
Go on.
Which is really bad, isn't it? We can only think of one. No, okay.
There are plenty.
So so the criteria for a good drag queen is the one who hasn't been a twat to me.
Okay, then fair.
Like, even the ones who are the nicest in the world have said, don't want to work with you. You're too funny. I don't need the competition. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's such an awful...
Who said it? Who said...
I'm not giving
names.
No.
Which queen said to you...
No, don't make it obvious. Don't make it obvious. I swear down, I will quit
Okay,
out.
which queen said to
Miss
you...
Scrappy-Doo over here.
Which queen said to you, they will not book you or work with you anymore because you are too funny?
And they stuck to their word.
Yeah, they did. I
5
respect
years
that.
later, they stuck to their word.
But which queen was it?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say the name.
Are they a Rugal?
Yes.
How did they place on their season?
How about you shut the fuck up and let me answer the question?
I'm feeling messy today.
Okay, the only there are great ones, but like the one who I cannot fault. She's lovely, she's nice, she's amazing, she's talented, and she is a staple and very important and integral part of the community. Is Cheddar Gorgeous?
Oh.
I think like, you know, I really think she is the mother of like British drag. And by mother, I mean like, okay, right. Even your A-list British drag queen has like there's one who is the darling of everything right now. I'm not going to name her. Sent me a text message talking about how incredible I am. And I wrote wrong South Asian drag queen. She gave all the credential and then she immediately deleted it and put the other paragraph that was for me. So I'm just like, okay, so you were actively following South Asian drag queens and you got us two mixed up. And I was like, that's my first interaction with you. And we've pretty much never interacted since.
How did she place on her season?
Very well.
You feeling messy? Messy energy.
Yeah. So
no, I live for Cheddar Gorgeous.
Cheddar Gorgeous is amazing.
The few reasons I live for Cheddar Gorgeous is, first of all, she's always been so nice and kind to us.
Yeah.
And always had a good time with her, laugh with her, great conversation with her as well. She is actually smart. Do you know what I mean? It's not some facade fake thing. She's a really intellectual, smart person, but she's also really funny, silly as well.
Also, no, but she's been mean to me as well.
Go on, drag her.
She said she prefers club nights and cabaret events. And she's like, there's no point just sat there just going, well done. And she was saying it in a live, and I went into the live and I was like, wow, fuck my drag then.
Do you know now people are going to think you're fighting?
But that's just how drag queens talk.
No,
like,
I know.
I hate club nights. I rarely get booked for a club night.
Fair.
I mean, unless it's like a specific event, I wouldn't do a regular club night. And I don't think anybody wants to see me at a regular club. Nobody wants to see an aging auntie in a sari going, yes, boom, ticket, doon, ticket, doon, ticket. But
no, I do
love cheddar.
Yeah. And like recently, she did a thing, by the way. And I told you about this. Like she did a thing with Channel 4 Tiptoe. It's that show. I haven't watched it as this is recording. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
But like,
will you watch it?
Well, I don't know because like it seems very white. But like anyway.
And the issue with that is,
shut up.
If you're white, you're
listen. This is why I'm telling you why I live for her. Because so many people get these opportunities and they avoid like certain people. She went up and down Canal Street asking them about the scene, and obviously there's rising homophobia, but she did not avoid talking to people of colour, immigrants, and she allowed them to tell their story as well.
And not only that, they made the edit.
Yeah, and they made the edit
because I've been edited out an awful lot in the past.
Oh, go on, name them.
Shut the fuck up.
This is the hill I'm dying with today. Name them.
Because the number of people. Okay, so that reel, I don't know why it went viral.
Drag queen expose her.
But like, okay, can I give you an update on that?
Yeah.
That bitch has stopped looking after me.
Looking after you?
Like, looking for me.
Yeah.
She has very much taken a step back, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, even like all the queens were commenting. One queen commented on it like, "I do comedy, bitch. Where's your comedy? You call yourself a comedian with no comedy. I'm not a comedian.
No. Excuse me. Hello, please and thank you.
Paragraphs.
No, hello, please and thank you. As a comedian, bitch, where are the jokes?
Bitch,
you tell me you're a comedian, I believe you, but like, there isn't a single funny reel.
You saying you're a comedian,
like that. No. Like, it's like I'm a clown. I'm like, where the fuck's your makeup? Why are your shoes normal sized? Why is your hair human? I want to see a synthetic red wig and a red nose.
You are a comedian with no comedy. That is the joke.
Yeah. I was just like, where did this come from?
Oh my God, I don't know. I'm not even going to name names. Oh my God. I'm like, every motherfucker wants to comment.
You know, the other queen who I really love, admire, and respect is Viva La Diva.
Why do you love and live for Viva La Diva? Who is Viva La Diva?
Viva La Diva is one of the oldest drag queens in Manchester. Wow. She's probably one of the oldest drag queens in the world, actually, at this stage. It's true, though. She's been around for a long, long time.
Long time.
I have been to see her show, and she does put on a show. She owns the venue Bar Pop in Manchester, which kind of gets a bad rap for sort of being a tourist bar. I don't think it is. And even if it is, I don't care. Like, whenever we've watched a show at Bar Pop, the girls turn it out. They're so good. And I love Jackie as well, who works there. Mm-hmm. And she came to see me in New York, Viva did, and she said it's so great seeing one of your own succeed. And that really stuck with me. And actually, that's one of the reasons why I like Cheddar as well. When I moved to Manchester, she said to me, welcome home. And Manchester has my heart. It really does. And that felt, those moments really do stay with you. And she's always been really lovely, Viva has, and she's always been really, she's just been really, really great. And I really admire her for what she's built and how she's done it, and just who she is as a person. Nothing she does is performative. Like, she's never said to me, "Oh, we need more South Asian representation," and then forgot about me the next month. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, she was like,
she's the real deal. Yeah. And there's other great queens as well, like Charlie Angel. I love Charlie Angel.
I live for Charlie Angel. Yeah, she does the videos, doesn't she? Where she
have you been following her drama with her former housemate?
No.
Oh my God! So she had a nightmare former housemate.
Wait, is this out there on socials?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There's like live TikTok updates. Oh, I went to court. I think she's in prison and stuff. It was proper like.
This is very Charlie.
Yeah. You don't fuck with Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. I live for Charlie, by the way. She's one of the first people that started booking you for like brunches and stuff.
Yes, she did.
She actually saw the funny in you and saw the potential in you to grow.
I miss her.
And she has always been so like nice and kind to us. I've always had a great time with Charlie. I wouldn't fuck with her though. I wouldn't cross her.
This is very Mercury retrograde because we're feeling reflective and nostalgic.
Future nostalgia.
No, shut up. No, but okay, so like I know.
What you gonna ask me? You can ask me questions now.
No, okay. I know it's not science. Bitch, we've been together long enough. You know how this works.
How does it work?
We just pay the rent and just die one day. No, but okay, so like. obviously it's not science, but like, why does Mercury retrograde make so much sense to us? And also, why is that the most LA thing I've ever said?
Right, yesterday, right, I was very rare for me to feel a kind of way.
Yeah.
And I know we just come back from New York and everything, but like, I was feeling some kind of way.
No, but it wasn't just.
No, it
because
wasn't.
after you came back from New York, you were fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you started feeling it.
I felt cloudy.
You felt cloudy, foggy,
and
depressed.
I was like, I need to go to hooker.
Yeah.
We need to smoke the good pipe.
And we got you a nice prostitute.
You know what I mean? Yes, we
hooker.
did. And we did all that. And I was like, talking to you, and I was like, what is going on? I was like, babe, is there some kind of red moon, Mercury retrograde? And you Googled it, and it was the exact day.
Yeah.
The exact day.
You said is it a full moon or something? And I said, oh my God.
Moon?
I said, yeah, it is a full moon. And then I said, let me check if it's Mercury retrograde. And it literally started yesterday.
That is fierce.
And I have felt it this time. And when do I not?
Honestly,
maybe it's because we're spiritual beings and there's something there.
And we don't, take loads of drugs to avoid it.
I don't think I'm fasting today, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I was, but like,
Did you just
really
kink shame me?
Did I kink shame you?
Yeah.
How did I kink shame you?
Because I like eating.
You like eating. What's new? Okay, anyway, what are these?
But these are protein crisps.
Pure protein popped crisps.
Oh, please don't do an advert. You're being weird. Oh my God, I got my bag. Oh, sorry to the listeners.
Come with me.
Come with me.
For ASMR.
What
do you
think?
hate when people do them shitty ads?
Oh no, I hate this. It's like, I'm so sorry
to the camera, do it. Please, show them.
Oh my God, I'm literally scared. I hate that.
Paid partnership ad.
Shut the fuck up.
I hate it. I hate it.
Okay, I'm just going to put my microphone
Okay, me
down.
too. Bismillah. Don't say that. Okay, I'm going to taste this one. What flavor? I'm going to taste the hickory barbecue.
You're doing an advert again and it's really pissing me off. Just eat your shit ass crisps and get it over and with. Is it good?
No good. Okay. What flavor's yours?
None of your business. It's a green bag, and I love eating apparently, so I might as well just shovel it in my mouth.
Can I taste yours and you can taste one of mine? Go on. Taste it, please.
They're good. You need me to taste this, so then it's fair. Because I've had one of yours and you've had one of mine. And do you know what? I'm not going to have one of yours.
No, that's not.
So that history books know that you ate more than me, despite me being the big one.
But like, it's not fair. Anyway, and since we're on the topic of drag, can I tell you a drag queen I'm obsessed with?
Okay. Oh, I know who it's going to be.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
I am obsessed with Reese Witherspoon. Oh my God, if you don't follow Reese Witherspoon, if Reese Witherspoon has one fan, I am that fan.
She has two.
You.
I'm the other one.
I'm obsessed with her.
Nino. Drag queen in need. Due to a recent cancellation, I have become available this weekend at the Cock and Bull Club. So if you have a slot for a bit of drag, bit of cabaret, or just some fabulousness, get in touch. It is very important for you to know that this is due to a cancellation because I was booked.
She was a queen for the people. She deserves to have millions of followers. I am so sorry, but like, there are queens out there that like...
She should be up there with Bailey J. Mills.
Yeah, she should be. She really should be.
Yeah.
She's so
funny and irreverent.
I was just going to say that. She's so funny. She's so irreverent.
Okay, do you know what? These crisps are really good.
I know, she doesn't take herself too seriously, but what she's doing is
sour cream and onion.
So correct, where she's like...
12 grams of protein.
You know what I mean? And now I feel like she really started it and it knocked on the trend of all the queens joking about private bookings now. And she started it. Reese started it.
Yeah, as a person of colour, of course she did, and then everyone copied.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, what do you think about it, though? What do you think about...
This is the reason why I love my own drag, because it's so fucking fierce. You want to say my shit? Put on a sari.
Right?
You want to say my shit? Jane Smith, get a sari on. And pretend to be an immigrant or some shit. I don't even know.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Because I know you've got opinions on this. What are your opinions on the queens that are getting dragged for painting darker? The Ravens and the Crystal Versace's?
I don't give a shit.
Right?
I could not give a shit. Listen, it's all about intention. Like, if you really want to, like... if you like, this is the reason why like people are pissed off about AI and stuff, because the intention is to replace humans and take away jobs from humans. And some of it is an inevitability, let's face it, but some of it is rotten and rancid. It's like, you know, I heard about some job where they booked a load of comedians to write jokes, and it was to feed an AI model or something. However, I don't think the intention of Raven painting darker is to appropriate black and brown culture. I don't think Crystal Versace painting darker or looking tan or racially ambiguous is intentional, and I don't think the intention is to take the piss out of people of color. I think, you know, it's just a cultural shift. Like back in the day, white people used to be whiter than white, and the reason why was because that was associated with wealth, because you could portray yourself as somebody who is so rich that you don't even have to step out in the sun and work the fields. So you're not like a peasant. You stay indoors all the time. Then, of course, the world discovered vitamin D or whatever. And so we were like, actually, we do need the sun. Although even, but then also, actually, that's just a side shitty joke. But the reality is, a tan represents, especially in countries like England, it means that you are wealthy enough to be able to go on holiday and get a tan, because in the summer in Britain, getting a tan is not very likely, right? Mm-hmm. So then getting a tan is a symbol of wealth and luxury. And so, and then pieced with everything else is associated with health. You call it a healthy glow.
This got real deep.
But that's the truth. And so similarly in the East, having lighter skin is considered healthy because you're not always out in the sun, because we know excessive sun causes skin damage and cancer and stuff, right? So if you are light-skinned, you're perceived as being more beautiful and more desirable and healthier. Mm-hmm. And, you know, because I'm darker skinned, I used to always have negative shit thrown my way by my family, including my mum, because it was like, oh, you used to be so healthy when you were younger. And the truth of the matter is babies are generally born light and then the melanin eventually settles in. Mm-hmm. But it was like, oh, no, you used to be really, really healthy and you need to look healthy and blah, blah, blah. So it's two opposites of the same coin. Neither of them are necessarily trying to appropriate each other. It's just we're all trying to portray our best, and it just so happens that in the West, looking your best is associated with having a tan, and in the East, looking your best is associated with looking pale as fuck. And so even through my drag, I do take the piss out of it. Like, you know, if I do like really white highlight here and people are like, oh my God, why are you being so light? I'm like, no, this is just my natural, you know.
Oh,
but
God.
I don't think anybody's doing brown face or white face or anything.
I think there's such a difference between doing black face and appropriating culture and painting darker and more tan. Like for me, Crystal Versace is a woman, first of all. Mm-hmm. Second of all, she has that chavvy girl H2O. Do you remember the days back in the day? She that's the aesthetic, and they fake tan a lot.
Yeah,
that's the aesthetic, and she's taking that through drag to another level. And I think you're right; it is about intention as well. But let me just say, her daughter's a POC. I'm just saying, she gave birth to a POC.
Yeah.
No, she is.
And her friend mentor is also a POC as well.
Yeah, they have POC.
Dosa. I love Dosa. She's nice.
They have POCs in their family. Unlike a lot of the drag houses in the UK, I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. But like, I just feel like everyone, the whole like community, has doubled down so hard on like Raven and Crystal so far, and it's like, you know, there are like other real issues of like actual racism within the drag world and within the community, and you've doubled down so hard on this. I swear Aja talked about this years ago, and she was like, this is really the focus when it should be something else.
But also, like, I'd be careful of using terms like blackface, because blackface was intentional in making fun of black people.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't just black culture. It was, this is what your face looks like. These are the mannerisms that black people have. Like, and then they called it an art form. And girl, blackface went on for an uncomfortably long time. And like, even in there's videos of like people doing blackface in like the 90s as an act. You know, I can't remember what I can't remember what the name of the act is, but like it was done as an act. And even when we visited Blackpool in 2024, I saw in a gift shop, I saw mugs with gollywogs on.
Yeah.
That is a whole different thing to somebody painting slightly darker.
I know, you're right. We need to start being careful now of like accusing like Raven and Crystal like blackface, because like what you're doing is actually really deep and really harmful. You know, you're accusing them of like that historical racism.
Yeah, that said, I will make a joke at Raven's expense at any given moment. When people are like, we need South Asian,
take it.
People are like, we need South Asian representation. I'm like, we have it, Raven.
Well, we're about to. I'm not going to say anything.
We have Raven. She is the South Asian Desi diva.
Yeah. She is.
She is my Bollywood princess.
Raven is my favorite South Asian queen.
Yeah, she's my Bollywood princess. Mm-hmm. She is Pakistani, Indian, born in Bangladesh.
Oh wow, she's very mixed heritage.
Yeah,
so she represents all of us.
She's Nepalese. She's Sri Lankan. She's Orient. No matter gay, straight or bi,
lesbian, transgender, life. No, she's on the right track, baby. She was born this way.
She was born this way. No matter Pakistani, Indian, Sri Lankan, Bangladeshi, I'm on the right track, baby. I was born to eat curry.
Yes, Raven, we love you. I do actually love Raven. I love her
she's great.
so much. I live for her. But I will say, Crystal Versace, fish. Oh, wait, can you say... Oh, bitch, I better not say that because, you know, some of the girls will cry if I say fish.
You just checked yourself as to whether you're allowed to say fish, but then you followed it with bitch. That's gay culture. Because for the straight people, bitch is more offensive.
Oh my god!
And for the gays, fish is more offensive.
Like the girls, the privileged white girls.
Do we just hate drag queens?
No, let me just say, fish. Crystal Versace's fish, right? And some of the privileged white girls love to be like, you can't, from the UK, you can't say fish because it does. I'm like, bitch, who died and made you reincarnated into the ballroom scene and made you fucking black and Latin in the 80s? Like, who made you the authority?
Yeah.
Who made you the authority? No, let me finish. Who made you the motherfucking authority on the word fish and whether you can use it or not? Like, literally shut your mouth. Like, don't be part of this. And when actual people of colour come to these girls and call them out, they don't even reply. They're still, I'm there, but you know me.
Yeah, you're proper scrappy do,
You probably ignore me.
You're proper scrappy do, aren't you?
I'm not scrappy do.
Yeah, you do.
Scrappy is cute.
You love just teetering around and giving your opinions out there.
It's because I've been silenced for so long.
Whereas I'm very dignified.
Oh, fuck off, dignified. You motherfucker, you think you like got this dignity.
I do.
You just don't say their name.
Yeah, that's being dignified. That's dignified silence.
Their name.
I do take umbrage with.
Do you take umbrage?
I do.
Oh, umbrage. I take umbrage. Oh, I'm proper Downton Abbey.
Why don't you do an
proper
advert or something?
I take umbrage. You take umbrage.
My siblings used to do this to me as well.
Oh. Sorry for the trauma.
You know when I had siblings? Before they all abandoned me.
For being gay.
or just annoying, I don't even know. But I used to, there was this one time I said, oh, that's laughable. And my sister just ran with it. She was like, oh, laughable, is it? Is it laughable?
So what do you take umbrage with?
The thing that I take umbrage with is obviously drag right now is very young. Very young. When did the goal become to look like a hot girl? Because like the very successful drag queens are often character based, or they show an older woman in an authoritative position. You know, like when you look at like a Danny LaRue, like it's the gowns. It's, you know, she's not playing like a young woman. I don't know how old she was, but she's portraying somebody in her 50s or 60s, which I understand because it puts you in a position of authority whereby you've lived a life. That's what you're portraying. You have your wits around you. Like even in the UK, like Amir Dubois, she plays an older character, but it makes complete sense because it puts her in a position of authority. Even I play a slightly older character, but like my ponytail is intentional because it's like, let's get the hair out of the way. I mean business, we're talking shit, and
ponytail.
They see, well, whatever it is, a bun. And like, the desi sari is the equivalent of a gown. It kind of, it's a statement. Do you know what I mean? You take notice of the person because they've got something to say. Whereas a lot of the drag now is to look like a hot bar dancer or like a girl who would dance on the stripper pole of a club. Not a strip club, but just a stripper pole of a club. And there's a lot of, I'm going to snatch your man. Your man's gone and watch out for your man. I'm like, when did the goal shift from like drag being like an homage to powerful females to I'm going to look as feminine, not even feminine, but just as female as possible so that I may get dicked down? When did that become the goal? Doesn't that kind of cheapen the whole thing anyway? How is that empowering in any way? Why is the goal to do like stripper moves in hopes? And even strippers are empowered because like they have the upper hand in the situation. But here you have a lot of predominantly men looking hyper feminine, which that drag part I get, but I don't understand why that translates to walking down the streets in hopes to attract a male partner. That I don't understand. I think there's a bit of a disconnect there for me. I don't know how you feel about that.
Well, do you think for the drag queens that they're not really performance queens, they're just like, let's get hot and let's go and attract a man?
But that's what I'm saying, that's drag.
Okay, but they're just like, let's be hot and let's attract a man. Do you think this is the small gateway of them being trans?
No.
Okay. Well, that's the end of that conversation.
No, I don't even think it's them cross-dressing. I don't think it's trans. I think it's genuinely their interpretation of drag. And there's more drag queens who do that for sexual gratification than there are career drag queens who do it as a performance. There's a lot more. There's a lot more like cross-dressers. There's a lot more drag cross-dressers than there are actual drag stage performers. The drag stage performers are very little. And I think that's the reason why they're successful, is because it's a completely different space and it's a completely different talent required there. But it's not even I'm a cross-dresser and I know that a man likes a cross-dresser, so therefore we're going to get it on. It's not even that. It's, I'm a drag queen, I've got a booking, I'm going to perform like a stripper, and then by the end of the night, I better get off with a load of people and get dick down. I don't get that. I don't think that's star. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand how that has become the trend, the goal, the thing to do. I don't understand why. And you listen, it's in all professions as well. Like even comedians will have like their posse or like people who they will pick out the audience and bring backstage and blah, blah, blah. But I don't understand it in the drag world. I don't understand how like the aesthetic of it has become that goal. That goal. It's not even about fame or anything. It's like maybe people are using it to fix something inside them, or maybe they don't feel as confident out of drag or something. But it's I notice for a lot of queens, it's not a uniform that you take. It's not a character that you put on and off. There's something else there. And I just don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. I think if you look at like the really successful queens, that's not the case. Yeah, I don't know what you think to that.
Honestly, I don't think I'm too bothered.
Okay.
Because every single artistry, maybe because you're more closer to it, so it's more personal to you, but every single form of artistry has to have stars and has to have ran through divas and has to have a bit of everything.
Yeah, but also, like, why is the goal always to do... And yeah, I do sound bitter because I can't do them, but, like, why is the goal always to make it rain and have, you know, to have dollars thrown at you, which is fine, and then be in fishnets and short skirts and basically be a hot girl in a club? Well, I don't understand why that is the goal.
Well, why not? But why can't that be the goal for some drag queens? Why can't? First of all, we've got bills to pay, so let it rain, right? It's a tough fucking time in life, right? So like, if you know you've got bills to pay and you know what's going to get the bills, you've got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah. So and secondly, a lot of fashion and aesthetic is dictated by socio-political, economic climates and stuff. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's
why you're seeing the rise in it.
Yeah, because the aesthetic that I'm talking about, the ideal aesthetic that I'm talking about, that's expensive.
Yeah. Like when
those gowns cost thousands.
Like I'm gonna be at the bar and I'll be giving the dollars and making it rain on that girl. Do you know what I mean? Because you'll come here, yeah, they're looking skinny, hot, doing the flips, dips, But like, for me, for a long-term investment into a drag artist, yeah, I want to see a drag queen with a show. I want to see a drag artist that has a show that is comfortable on the mic and has a show, right? Yeah. That's my thing. But do you know what? At the end of the day, you see the queens in New York, you club to club to club, it's expensive living, you want to keep it up, you've got your big dreams, you've still got to do the things you have to do. Kind of, it's like a side hustle in a way. You've got to do the thing to make it rain. And I don't know, like...
There's a lot of diversity in New York girlies.
There is.
Like, they will do a lip sync number, but it doesn't necessarily have to be as a hot girl dressed as a stripper. Like, they will do it in a dress.
They will. They'll have so much diversity in it.
And
I don't know. I think I'm just not mad at like the stripper drag. I mean, like, look, who might they be inspired by? Cardi B's career went from stripper to this, you know, and like.
But Cardi B
a lot of the shows that are on like Netflix, on Prime, on these streaming platforms, a lot of these shows are centered now around like drug, strip club, So that influence is going to come through for the young drag queens, you know. For that influence is going to come through. I think I see your perspective. I just don't think I completely see your perspective, and I do agree to a like high extent. I just don't think I am as mad about it. And I don't think you're mad. That's the wrong word, but I just don't think I'm that bothered. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Even though you're speaking truth. You're speaking truth into this.
Speaking of New York, we've been talking so much about drag, but speaking of New York, we recently had a trip in New York, didn't we? I was in Dallas.
Yes.
I performed in Texas for the very first time, which was really, really good, as part of Masala Nights, which was fab.
Oh, and there was a sickening Desi queen there. There was a few, actually.
Rani, I think her name is.
Oh my God, I saw
gorgeous. Very, very talented queen.
I'd love to see her on Drag Race.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't want to see any queen on Drag Race.
No South Asian queen on Drag Race ever.
I don't think anyone should do it.
Do you think Drag Race is dying?
No. I think the viewership of Drag Race continues to climb, and it continues because their model is to attract new audiences every single time. So like their main demographic is like young teenage girls, or like 12-year-old, 13-year-old teenage girls. That is the demographic. And so the drag queen kind of looks like a nice Disney princess most of the time. So I don't think they're particularly concerned about audience retention in that regard. So that's a great business model because it means somebody new will watch it every single time. The kids watching Drag Race now have never seen season 1 and they don't care for it. And they don't need to.
And they're never going to see a Bianca.
No, and they don't need to for the plot. Do you know what I mean? So they can tap in whenever they want to. So I don't think Drag Race is in decline. I don't think it ever will, and I hope it never does go into decline because I love the show and we watch it all the time. Drag in general is in decline.
Ooh,
drag in general, yeah. I think the political movements have sabotaged a lot of what happened. I think it was a bubble that was waiting to burst, which everybody said during post-pandemic, and I think it has burst. I think there's a lot of queens who sort of decided to give it a go, and now that's just not, I mean, there's nothing happening for them. There's literally nothing. I mean, even my business has reduced significantly, but I've been clouded by my immigration journey, so I've kind of like, I don't know, but at the same time, my following and stuff has climbed significantly. But I think generally, as an overhaul, drag is, is in decline. Like even from the very top, like the gigs and stuff, and the opportunities have significantly reduced. The viewership has reduced. There is audience fatigue, and I think one of the reasons is because of lack of variety. Some of the queens have made themselves very interchangeable, and it's like, okay, well, I guess we're going to see who's going to do Shania tonight. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think if the queens who have a show, who have a specific point of view or a specific branding, which, by the way, not a lot of queens can have that, just by definition. Like, well, actually, I take that back. You can, but I don't know as to how many are willing to do that much work in order to do that. But I think the ones who have, they're the ones who are still working, albeit maybe to a lesser capacity, but they are still working.
Interesting. No, I agree with you. I don't think Drag Race is dying. The thing is about with Drag Race, which a lot of people don't seem to realize is, I feel like a lot of people don't realize about Drag Race is many people tune in for RuPaul and not the queens. The straight people call it RuPaul's. They don't call it Drag Race. So like, are you gonna go on that RuPaul's? Oh my god, we love RuPaul's. We love RuPaul. We live for RuPaul. RuPaul's our mother. RuPaul's our dad. RuPaul's everything to us. Well, to me as well. But like, so queens don't realize. They think they're gonna go on the show. They literally think they're gonna go on the show, and overnight all the bookings are gonna roll in without realizing you're gonna have to put on your own tours, book your own venues, work fucking hard. That's why the queens that are successful after RuPaul's Drag Race are the ones that have grinded beforehand and have done work and have been successful in their own right. And however, Drag Race now does need queens that you can manipulate very easy to do what you want, say what you want on camera, and and be what they need them to be. I don't know, and I hope I'm wrong, I don't know if we're ever gonna get another season 3 Raja. Are we ever gonna get another Bianca Del Rio through? We're ever gonna get those kind of artists that are solidified in what they do, and you are not able to kind of manipulate and twist what they do, and they give what they want. And I do think like drag is declining, but I don't know, obviously the political climate is one side, and the other side is the fact that we had such an increase in drag due to the pandemic and due to like everyone tuned. Like, it was season 12 and 13, and in the UK season 2 was huge. UK season 2,
we weren't allowed to fly out.
We weren't allowed to do anything.
We had limited sources of entertainment, so everyone was like, let's go see a drag show,
and drag became everything. And like,
that's what catapulted me.
Like, it did for me. Like, Drag Race UK, I wouldn't say it is in the decline. I would say a lot of the girls think getting on Drag Race UK is going to make them like so much money and make them really famous and da-da-da-da-da. But a lot of the girls that get on Drag Race UK now are not very good. Respectively, they're just not very good. They're very...
Respectively.
Whatever I said. Okay. Many of the girls that get in Drag Race UK now, they're not the best. They can make for great TV. They can be manipulated for the plot, but they're not the best. I mean, we've got a season coming up, haven't we, this year? What number are we on now? 8. I've seen the cast. One girl I live for, I think she's phenomenal. I'm not going to name her. Because,
and one girl,
we can't. No, I can't name names. Not because I don't want to name names, because like I don't want to ruin their like NDA life and shit. I live for her. There's another girl that I will.
Okay, so let's
fiercely never be surprisingly supporting because she's rotted as fuck.
So you don't know? These are just rumors.
No, I know.
How do you know? You weren't on set.
Oh, bitch, don't even. Okay, we don't know. Ooh.
Thank you.
We don't know who's on Drag Race UK. And it's like, it's an intriguing. There's another girl that's like, oh, she's a terrible performer. And I'm like, you can't perform.
So this is something that like somebody was talking about, how it's the same situation on Survivor, and it inevitably happens to all the shows. Is like initially you have the raw talent, people who are raw on TV, because they've done the shows, they've done the clubs, they've done the performances, they're established artists, and this is another gig that they're doing, and they're trying to figure it out and just do it, and it makes for some really great television. And I think that did happen up until maybe season 6, possibly season 7. Then people started cottoning on, and they're like, okay, now how do I win 100K? Or how do I stay on for as long as possible? Then, you might come with a storyline. You might decide to start an argument with someone. It's not like, Alyssa Edwards and Coco Montrese, their beef was genuine. It was real. Whereas after that, it's a little bit difficult because you don't know whether the other person is just trying to create a TV moment with you, and you're all just feeding into it. Like, even, I'm not going to name who it is because they're a friend, but like...
Wow, you're not naming names.
But like, even recently there was a queen and I was like, okay, but like the merch came out the next day and the song is there, which is fine. But even in the moment on TV, I wasn't buying the fact that like it was 100% genuine beef. Do you know what I mean? So then what happens is people prepare with the intention of getting through what they need to get through on the television. So rather than being a comedian drag queen who has an hour show, you have a queen who has rehearsed a 5-minute set to an insane degree because she knows that is what she needs to secure her audition, and whatever she did in her audition, it's exactly what she's going to do on the TV show. And it's the same with making a dress. It's the same with writing lyrics. These days, they even hire writers, and they even, I know of loads of drag race queens who hire ghostwriters and stuff.
How do you know?
Because they approach me, and I'm like, Diva, I ain't paying you shit.
That actually shook me a bit when I get punching up and working with people collaboratively, but like when they're emailing you and they're like, we work for them full time, I'm like, you work for this drag queen full time writing all their shit?
Well, I mean, they might not even write everything. They might just like write for them, and then the queen decides what they want to keep or not. It's very common. I'm not gonna knock it, but And so then what happens is you have this incredibly polished, aesthetic, funny, talented dancing diva who does well on the show, but afterwards nothing else happens because guess what? She didn't have much more than what she showed on television. And the trick to success, or the trick to longevity rather, and is do what you did, but when we see you, give us something different. So when you do a comedy special, for example, show the world you're special, but when you tore off the back of it, make sure all your material is new. That's how you get an audience for life. I believe that anyway. Whereas if you're doing what you did on TV, on stage, then it's just a bit of nostalgia, and that there is a genuine fatigue.
And then we move on the next year to the next lot.
And you move next year, 8 months? The promos are already out, and there's not much of a reign, or it's not much of a, so that's the difference. And there are queens who have, say for example, Mistress Isabel Brooks, she's a great example whereby, she was the villain, she was unhinged, she was talented, she was great, but since then she's given us a lot more. And that's what's helping her have longevity. She has her own club night. She was not doing social media. I mean, after getting off Drag Race, if you recall, her social media accounts were blocked and banned and reported by racist Drag Race fans. Can
we talk about that?
So that's the issue, basically. That's the issue. I mean, I know of queens who have won the show and they have said, a week before, I got somebody to show me how to sew this pattern because I knew when I got on the show, I'm going to make this outfit, and that's it.
Their name.
I ain't saying shit, man.
Say their name.
I ain't saying shit. So, that's the issue.
Yeah, you're right. You completely
So then
right.
now you watch the show for what it is,
yes.
and then there's not much follow through afterwards. And the queens don't understand that. Me, as someone who's been in the industry for not long, but a few years, I get that from a producer's perspective. But ultimately, it's a production company that wins because they have constant viewership. Like next week, somebody's going to come out of, as a seashell. Somebody else is going to give live birth. Yes, we want to see that. But in the club, she doesn't do anything else but just give live birth.
God, I want to see them give live birth.
No, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm just
No, I know what you mean. And there's a lot of the.
These are really good, by the way.
I know they are. A lot of the queens that I've seen like UK Drag Race, especially in the more recent seasons, I'm like, you're literally cannon fodder. You're here to make a show, get the viewership up, and help support this business. But you're cannon fodder. You really believe you're on this show because you're a star. There are queens that are on the show in recent seasons because of the star. I can name a few from the top of my head. Lavoie, Kyron.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm like, you're stars. That's why you won the top 2. But respectively, there are queens that that are on the show, and I'm not going to need to name them because I don't remember their names. Genuinely don't remember their names. That I'm like, you're just here for a good time, and they come off the show.
But Lavoie and Chiranthrax are people who, as I was saying, are examples of people who did have.
Oh yeah, they're working in TV,
an
artist,
working background before they got on the show.
Oh yeah.
They weren't working the doors,
no,
or they weren't bedroom queens, or they didn't do a show once a month and worked as a graphic illustrator or during the day. Even if they do have they did have day jobs, like they put a crazy amount into their actual art. So when they do the show, it doesn't appear as laborious.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
They're having a good time. They're smooth. They know this. They do characterizations. They do comedy. They do creation. They do these things. You know, they're seasoned professionals in what they're professional drag queens. In what they do. So they have booked. When you put a Chiron on, when you put a Lavoie on, you are booking professional drag queens. When you put in on queens that I don't know their names, but like they've worked the doors or they've never performed before. Yeah. You're not putting a professional on. You're essentially putting on someone that has probably not even designed their outfit, got someone else to make it, got someone else to make the wig. The makeup's a bit, interesting. And they're just lip syncing straight song to a bop to get the crowd going every now and then. And they're like, like I said, they're working the door. You're not even on the stage. And I think okay, you got to think from the TV point of view on that side, brilliant, great. You've got a mix that you can play with and you can eliminate people whenever you want. And, it's like that. But then you've got to think the other point of view of like, because we know how TV works, right? We've been in situations with shows and they're like, you are the best. Mm-hmm. You are the best. They will sit there with the potential cast of a reality TV show and they'll tell every single one of them, you are the best. You could go all the way. You are the best we've ever had. And that gasses someone up so hard. It really makes them believe they are. So when they go on the show, that's why they're like, I am the doll of the world and I'm going to slay all these bitches no matter how much experience they have, no matter how great they are. I'm the best. And then they get so shocked when they're out second and they're flopped. And they're like, but how? Because you told me. And I'm like, girl, that's TV. Read the contract, read between the lines. The contract states that this does not guarantee you a long career in this art form after the show. Bitch, read the contract properly. Yeah. It literally says that.
I don't know if it says that in the Drag Race contract. Though.
Oh, does it not?
No.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong then.
No, I don't think it does. I think back in the day it was heavily implied that you will have a career after the show. Well, back in the day you would. Yeah. Yeah. Bitch, but at the same time, don't forget, like, we are out of it. So we're not going to see the queens like we used to back in the day. Like, we're not going to those club nights and stuff. So some of them, there may well be another Bianca Del Rio we just don't know about. There may well be another queen who's incredibly successful that we just don't know about.
There are plenty of queens that are successful without the show now.
So that's the other thing, is that like maybe we're just dropping off because we're getting older. It's not to say we're not watching the show, but that whole investing in the whole world. But also, like, we haven't had drag on for like 2 years.
Oh no, we need it.
And that usually makes all the difference. Also, by the way, I don't know why we've ended up talking so much about drag queens, but work. Can British drag queens who dress as strippers stop doing the American accent, because it is cringy as fuck?
Give us an example.
Oh, I'm gonna get your man. Oh, diva, like, girl, yeah. It's like, shut the fuck up. Why you want to
say their name?
No, I want to see British patriotism. I want to see. I want to hear you talk in a British accent. I'm sick to death of these black women affectations. Let's just call it for what it is. Why do you always want to sound like a fierce black woman? It's so cringe. I think I only realized it ever since I've lived in America, or like, we lived in Harlem, which is a huge cultural hub for black people, and I was just like, you sound like you don't know what you sound like, and it's not who you are. I want to know who you are. Are you a white twink who talks like a black woman from the UK? That's not a real thing. Why do British drag queens you're meant to be like cultural ambassadors as an artist? I believe you're supposed to be. Why are you erasing your cultural heritage by pretending to be something that you're not?
Well, why wouldn't you erase your cultural heritage when your cultural heritage is colonizing people and ransacking their nations?
Oh, please. They embrace that shit as well. Miss Girl. Oh, it's the Queen's coronation party. Britannia
rules the world.
Yeah, so we're not happy either way. We're not happy
either way. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because this is like a thing that drag queens have. And I'm not a drag queen, so I want to know. Drag queens are always like, well, you can't judge drag because you don't do drag. Mm-hmm. What do you think to that?
I used to agree with it. Because sometimes people have very specific opinions and they're a sack of shit. Like, I've had people say to me, oh, why you are not of Indian heritage, you're Pakistani heritage, so you should not wear a sari, you should wear Pakistani clothing.
Well, that's a bit silly now.
And I'm like, first of all, Pakistan is a Muslim country, and so they like loosely fitted clothes, and they're like, oh, it looks pretty and angelic. And I'm like, no. That's hiding women's bodies because it's, sexually arousing. I want to bring some sort of sensuality to my drag. So I will wear a sari that clings to every single nook, fold and cranny because that's the tea. Do you know what I mean? So people do have rubbish opinions like that. And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Also, I frankly believe the sari is a South Asian representation. It's not just Indian or Bengali or whatever, because people in Pakistan wear it. And it's ever since independence happened, that's when they've tried to differentiate the two. Anyway, having said that, I actually think from a branding and marketing standpoint, it's great that people have opinions on drag because it shows that they are emotionally invested and they care about it. It's the same as somebody sat in a football stadium going, oh, that was offside, or you call that have a word, ref. Do you know what I mean? That is the equivalent of the referee going, if you're not a referee, if you haven't been to referee school, if you don't have a degree in refereeing, you shouldn't have an opinion on football. You end up locking out an audience, whereas in actual fact, people want to personalize what you're doing. And actually, I know, right?
What an answer.
That was great. But as you progress in your career, and as I have progressed in my career, bitch, you think the opinions stop online? No, they happen in real life as well. The photographer has an opinion, the director has an opinion, the producer has an opinion, the editor has an opinion, the agent has an opinion, everybody does. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a great thing because they have personalized, they have bought into your vision and they know how to get you there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not mad at it at all anymore.
Maybe a few more questions. I feel like I'm interviewing you now.
Can I just do something really gross? Is this gross?
Yeah, you can. No, it's not, but it's on camera.
Oh, it's fine. It's when you take the packet and then you just go...
What did you just call me?
A fucking packet. I do that in public all the time.
You're Chris there.
And I don't care if I look weird.
Other side. Okay. Can
we talk about how you always get frustrated whenever I get food on my face?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Wow,
if I have food on my face, it pisses you off.
These are lies. That was a great answer. Also, can I just... Oh my God, you dickhead. You just put food in your face. Can you get rid of it?
No. I don't understand. I don't see food.
You putting food on your face? Why? To piss me off? This is really mean.
I can't see
This
you.
is bullying. The world gets to see that you bully me.
But can you just admit that you lied and that you hate food on my face? Like,
I hate it.
As soon as
you get rid of it.
As soon as I take a bite of like a pizza and there's a bit of cheese on my face, you go, you got cheese on your face.
Right, can you move it off your face now, please?
Why?
Because I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Because I just do.
It's just natural.
It's natural. There's a lot of things that are natural in this world, but listen, having babies is natural, but you don't see me popping out babies every 5 seconds, do you?
I do.
I don't, because I believe in abortion.
Anyway, what was your question?
Oh my God, you made me lose my train of thought.
American accent, and then we were talking
American
about
accent,
personalizing it.
Wait. I do have a question. Before I have a question, are you just sick of so many drag queen podcasts now? Sorry for any interruption caused.
Yeah, the camera went
We
off.
had technical difficulties. First of all, I wanted to say, a lot of the drag queen podcasts I've actually stopped listening to because I'm getting bored of it. You're just reviewing the show. You're just talking about the thing.
Yeah, I don't
all the time. And I know we talked about it a lot this episode, but I mean, that's all you do.
No, it's not even talking about it. It's tearing the show down apart.
Yeah, I love Drag Race.
I don't understand why the thing is to get on it and then tell everybody what RuPaul is like, and then tell us really nuanced tidbits of how which producer held your hand when you walked off stage. I don't give a fuck about that. And then how they're all horrible and corrupt and manipulative. And then we'll review next episode next week, or what I would have done if I was on the show. I'm like, bitch, you have 10 years on this queen. Why are you comparing yourself to her? Why are you saying, oh, this is what I would have done? Move on. The show happened. What's next?
The show happened. You didn't get on. Move on.
Yeah. And
it's not the be-all, end-all.
No, they did get on.
Okay, they did get on.
And they're still talking about it, and they're still tearing the show apart. And I'm like, Mama, yes, that was a career high. Then you have career lows, and then you have highs again, and that's really horrible to say because I have been there myself, and I am still.
No, but you're talking from experience,
and I don't have the same high as I did in 2022, 2023, but that's just how it works. Why do you constantly need to dogpile on the show? I don't get that.
I agree,
and that's why we have stopped listening to a lot of the.
And we can enjoy the show for what it is.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
But they are some great drag podcasts. I used to listen to Trixie and Katya. And that's pretty much the only one.
Oh, and Delta,
yes, we do love Miss Delta.
Kelly Mantle's great.
She does a great podcast as well, but hers isn't all about Drag Race.
No, it's not.
And she has accomplished so much more than being on that show.
But on that note,
I
don't know what happened today.
Yeah, we just dogpiled on drag. It's because I'm not on Drag Race and we're bitter.
No, God, I'm so glad you never got on the UK one.
No. But that's a story for another day.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Love you guys lots. Goodbye.
I can finish these now.
Yes, you can. Oh yeah, I ate throughout the episode, didn't I?
I did, but like
a big one.
But then I was like the crunch noise.
Because you see, I have issues.
You're tiny.
No, I have issues, so I knew to eat.
Yeah,
move the microphone away, and then carry on talking. But I finished my packet like the big girl that I am.
Anyway,
I'm joking. Big
goodbye,
man.
everyone. Goodbye.
This is actually, I know it's not an advert, but this is actually really, really good. 150 calories for the bag. And 12,
are you doing an advert?
And 12 grams of... No, I'm impressed.
Yeah, no, me too. It's really impressive. Okay, goodbye.
We have more of these, right?
Goodbye.
Bye.